and every time the user login or register, the table was created with the username of user. So we can store the data of his data in particular table.
Yes.
Here we put some dummy data here.
Yes, so Nihit, this is the data that we are extracting. Uh, so I think that we are still short of something here. Yeah, so the total buy price and everything is the things that are calculated, but we would be fetching it directly from the Excel. It should be same as the Excel here.
Mm.
I see.
Uh,
Nice.
Nikhil, do you have the Excel open that we created using Python
Yes,
with the backend code?
yes. I directly open Excel or use a code.
I think the shared data is the one, yeah.
No, okay, no problem.
Yeah, see, this is the actual conversion rates and 1.5% and everything that's it's fetching it from the web and just multiplying, adding, converting it here.
So you are saying that the user will actually get this information from the Excel, or they will get it from the website? Like it
User
will
will
fetch.
the buy price, the sell price, so some information, like for example, if you are now creating the portfolio, right? And if you have already bought 5 shares of Tesla in the past, then you will have to enter the buy price, right? And live sell price, the conversion rates and the sell price would be live. It would be changing like with the
Nice.
while true loop.
Nice. So it will be a real-time thing.
Yeah, and like for future, we also think that if it's a profit, it will be highlighted in green. If it's in a loss, it would be in a red, right? Something like that.
Nice. Do you have any plan to, add some kind of plugin so that if a user has, bought the shares or sold the shares at a particular website, it can scrape the data from there? Do you have any plans for that?
So yes, I was thinking about it, and I feel that one possibility to this implementation is for like whenever you buy some shares from the Wealthsimple, it generates a PDF and it sends to you on the email. If we use Python, we have some modules that can parse that PDF, right? And from that PDF, we can create a code of that parser, and from that PDF, it will actually get how much is the buy price when the user bought it. So we'll just have to pass that PDF in the argument, and it would parse all the data from that.
Do they have any kind of API that you know of that you can use?
For the PDF, I think there is a module in the Python that's PDF parser.
I mean, Wealthsimple has an API, right? So does the
No, I think you
Wealthsimple
will have to
API?
download it and you will have to pass it for now. It has the API, but we have to contact them for that. We haven't done that yet.
I see. I see. That's too bad of them. Yeah,
That's too reserved of them.
Yeah, another thing that you can do, I guess, is make a Chrome plugin or a browser plugin that will automatically, when Wealthsimple site is opened and someone sees that their real-time stuff, it can scrape the data from the website automatically and put that into an Excel file.
That's a very good point.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great suggestion. For that, I think we'll have to contact Wealthsimple. Yeah.
For making the plugin, you don't have to contact them. You can make a plugin and then tell them, hey, we made a plugin. You can share it with your client. they might even pay you for that.
So plugin as in you are saying that something like a socket that can or
So
we need to create an entire API for communication with them.
So here's the scenario that I'm thinking of. I am a Wealthsimple user. I logged into Wealthsimple, and now I'm looking at what I have done on their website, right? All the data. Now I'm browsing it using Google Chrome.
Right.
So Google Chrome has a store where you can download extensions, right?
Yep.
So I go to that extension store and I download this awesome plugin that Shell made. And then I click on that plugin while I'm on Wealthsimple side, and it automatically, or I should say automatically, generates that Excel file for me.
Okay.
Because it will scrape the data on the side that I am in, and it will send that data to wherever I want to.
Okay, that's a good point. So we can do it. We can create a plugin with Python. You think?
You can create a plugin with just JavaScript and HTML.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to research into it because I have never done that before.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good research. You're gonna have fun with it.
Absolutely. I'll go through it in my lunch breaks.
Not watching cricket? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but you gave a good point. More interesting than cricket.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, Nikhil, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. So we do login, register, and we also maintain a form. So the user manually enters his share detail, and we also show a portfolio here. But in portfolio, we are facing some viewing issue, so we working on that.
What issues are that, Nikhil? I think I missed you.
Okay. Actually, the issue is whenever we show the share information from database, it's showing in tuple, but we want to show in table. So we are looking, we are finding solution on that.
Yeah,
we
because
using
it will
PHP,
give a
I think.
tuple because on the back end we have written a tuple, right?
Yes. I show for if you want. Okay, in Django, yeah. Yeah, here we make a function portfolio and then we render this dictionary to our page. But whenever we open our page, it's all share data is showing tuple form.
Okay.
So we're facing that issue and we're finding solution using PHP.
Okay.
Yep, so it's working now.
Okay. We can look
work
into
is
it
in progress.
this week. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. It's 1 or 2 days maximum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
That's it.
Okay, and what is the update
And
from? Sorry, go ahead.
But that's it. And I
Okay,
want to add
so
some
this
things
is
like
this is the update this time from you and Dhruv, right?
yes.
Okay. Good
I
work,
want to add
guys.
some things like the hello sir.
Go ahead.
I want to know that the header of us, it's not looking good. So content will work on that.
Yeah, we want a good header for sure. This is not the way it should be, right?
Yes, because of the this CSS is looking good, but the font size and icon just
Yes, I agree with that.
yeah.
Okay, we'll set up a meeting this week for discussing what we want on the header information on the footer. I think Preet and Shreyan should have something to present about that. They might have the latest update, right? By the way, Nihid, I was thinking one thing. Like the way we have the 470 builds, right?
Mhm.
Is it possible to have it here? Like we can implement something on the Jenkins and like from that we can fetch the build. So what happens is every time from the Bitbucket, someone does not have to pull the code changes and then work on it. Instead, we can just use the chocolatey and get, if for example, if Nikhil built the 470 400, right?
Mhm.
So if we install it just with the chocolatey commands, we can get it directly. Is it possible to implement on this structure, or it's so small to do it at the moment?
I mean, you can implement that in any structure, really. But the reason they use chocolatey is because they use C#. So you don't need to use chocolatey. You can use other package managers.
Okay.
So is this going to be like a desktop application, or is it going to be
No, it's going to be a web.
web?
Yeah.
So you should use Docker instead.
Docker, yeah.
Yeah. So Docker should have all the YAML files with your front end and back end set up, so that a user can just run one Docker command and then they will have all the endpoints that they need. Okay. And yeah, so it's very easy to do that using Jenkins if you use Docker.
Okay, I think the way I have implemented the AQA, right? The Docker build, Docker tag on the Sharon.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And I know how to do it in GitHub, but I'm not sure how to do it in Bitbucket. But you can also, in GitHub, there is GitHub Actions, which you can use to generate releases inside GitHub. So you don't even need Jenkins or something like that.
Okay.
You can run your tests through cloud services. So you don't need to pay for Jenkins hosting.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if there is a way to do that in Bitbucket, unfortunately. Sorry.
Right. So I think I'll seek your advice for that in this week, or maybe on the weekends whenever you're free.
I'm always free for you.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
No worries.
Yeah, I'll definitely seek your advice. And I think while everyone works on this, we can just spend a little time to just do this so that it's everyone's convenience. Right.
Yes.
In the line 232, the Gmail spelling is wrong. Okay, it's wrong. Yeah, you might have to change that. Gmail 232.
Yeah.
232.
Yes.
Okay, you can change it later. Perfect. Shreyansh and Preet, do you have something to present from the front end development that we were discussing last week?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Do you want to grab the share?
Yes.
Check the messages. There was some alignment issues. I think some alignment is missing. Refer to some websites, contact information, and see how they keep it aligned. Take some ideas from there. One more thing, the chat column is taking 150 plus characters. Develop a logic that when 150 characters are entered, users should not be able to enter anymore. Once it reaches 150, highlight a message in red that character limit reached. Yeah. So did you do the alignment thing?
Yes, I have aligned. I do alignment in footer.
Okay. Okay, looks better than the last time.
Yes, in the text area, chat with us. Hello. If we enter maximum length of characters, it will show message that maximum character limit reached.
Awesome, perfect. And one more thing, I think it's good to display that the character limit is 150, right? So that user would know that they cannot enter more than 150 characters here, right? So
and get rid of 2 exclamation points. Just 1 exclamation point is fine.
yes. Yes. The template looks good. The graphics look good. I think Nikhil, this is a better UI. No, you still want to change it?
Yes. The header and footer background was not matched with our template.
Yeah, we can
Yes,
change it over
and
the
the
time.
footer alignment is also not.
Yeah, still it's not
So,
perfect, but it's better than the last
yeah.
time, I would say.
And I also add one thing that our template animation is continuously blinking, so it's little bit distract me.
Yeah, that's right. That's what do you think about that, Nehal?
I was gonna say that it's a little bit distracting to keep that animating. I don't like any kind of animations that happen in a loop, infinite loop.
Right.
So, and also this page looks a little bit blank. You have the header, and in the middle there is nothing, and then the footer.
Okay.